Welcome back to ShopDog-Garage. Against my better judgment, I'm going to make this one an actual video. So if you haven't been watching, I've been doing shorts as progress reports on sanding the 67, which we call the RocketShip. And this side of the car, I have sanded to 600 dry using, what do they call this? The Dry Guide Coat from DuraGold. And if you recall, I had previously done the hood without the guide coat, and now I've done it with the guide coat. I'm sure you'll notice there's a few things I'm not happy with. I've ordered some glazing putty for those because it turns out that's probably all I need. Same here. I'm getting ready to sand this side. This is what that coat looks like when it's on. I will stop and pick up the camera periodically, but as soon as this side's done, which should be today, I'm going to go back over the roof using the guide coat, back over the C-pillars, back over the filler panel, the deck, and the tail pan. But the smoother I can get things now, the better it'll be later. So one of the things, and you'll see there's still a little bit more here for me to do. Well, actually, it's really hard for you guys to see it. But that coat, as you're working, it settles into the finest scratches. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to pick up, well, probably not very high, but pick up the car a little bit. I will do some quick W's, probably in this area here. And I'll show you what happens pretty quickly when I do that. Okay, just turned Erico off for a minute. So I've done one very quick pass. You notice I raised the car a little bit because why bend over if I don't have to? So I did one quick W pretty flat. So the first pass on all of this flatter stuff was this block here, a BGS 6-1. And then this is what I used back here where it's a little more shaped. But see how the dust settles into this? See all that? That's what we're smoothing out. You know, a lot of this isn't actually scratches. It's just I haven't wiped anything. I haven't done anything yet. Just a quick pass. And you can see kind of where I stopped. I don't want to get too close to the line until it's taped. But you can see, like right in here, that's all going to have to get smoothed. Like up here, from the other day, you can see just how alligator skin that looks. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm going to zoom in real quick. And now you should be able to see that. That will go away with sanding. That's what we're doing. That's what the powder is allowing me to do, because honestly that felt smooth, but now that I can see it, I know it's not. So we'll keep working. I'll be back. Give me a little bit of time. I want to get this whole top kind of smoothed out, and we'll be back before we do the bottom. All right, we've worked down a little bit further. I'm just starting to protect the body line now, but you can see obviously I haven't really done too much around the wheel arches yet, but you can see like right here, but this is really starting to smooth out. I've got areas here, obviously all along here, but most of this is starting to smooth out. Now I haven't done inside the lock holes yet here. A lot up here I got to do. And yes, we do know the front of this door dips ever so slightly. Not a show car. A little bit here, all along this area I haven't really hit. Same with up along the top ridge. So I'll keep working. Time is marching way quick. I don't know how it's taken so long, but you'll see here that you no longer see any schmutz. Now, I'm staying away from the line a little bit down here. But I've got just a tiny bit here to work. And I thought, yeah, and a little bit right there. But the rest of that's looking good. And then I can go back into the quarter and we should have that smooth within 40 minutes, I think. And then I don't know that the light works the way it does for my eye on the camera. No, the camera focuses too much on the light. But this is pretty stinking smooth. Is it wavy? I have no idea. Is it right? I have no idea. But it's smooth. I just moved the car up. We moved the green line. Time to start working down low. And then an interesting thing, even if you vacuum it or wipe it, in fact, here, let me take a rag here. Even if you kind of wipe at it, this powder still just settles in. So that's kind of neat. I really like this. The only way to make it go away is you have to sand it off. I don't know how another hour passed, but we're getting there. I've still got some more down here underneath. A little bit more in the wheel arch. I'm still working the rockers. Gonna have to do a little glazing. I can see that. I know they get hidden, but I'm still gonna do it. Starting to kind of get in. See, I got a little here and a little here, and right here and right here. I'm pretty oh, well, not by the line, but I'm pretty confident that that door is going to smooth out. I still only just have the initial pass back here. This post makes it a little less easy to work, but that kind of shows you what we're talking about. See something like that after that first pass. That's what you got to smooth out. This whole thing with nothing but that. And now I've only got just a few low spots left. The hard part is not just wiping that away and making a divot. It's got to go really wide. So keep working. All right. You'll see that I haven't done the body line just like the other side. I'm not ready for that yet. But this side of the car is a little smoother than it was a few hours ago. I would say this is looking not too bad. So when we come to this side, now I still got to do the valance. You know, I haven't redone that yet. This side also, once again, body line. But yeah, the car's getting a little smoother. So the guide coat's helping me. Must be the thing I was needing. I'm also starting to mark any little areas I noticed that could use a little glaze. I've got one over here I'm getting ready to mark. Right, oh, where was it? There's one up here, and there's one down here. Oh, and that one. So, little teeny pinholes. Wonder if little bubbles pop or something. Not sure. Anyway, let's drop the car. All right, it's been more than a minute later, but everything that hasn't been done in 600 dry with guide coat is now coated. And some areas, you know, because when you're smearing it, you can kind of get a feel for what you're looking at. Some areas look very encouraging, and then there's areas like this where I haven't even sanded yet, and I can see that I didn't do a good job. So, just learning. On the upside, I think the roof is actually not going to be too bad. I don't see any of those schmutzy spots, but I guarantee there's a lot in there. And I know it looks like there's a zillion scratches. That's from the pad. So once I start sanding, then I'll know. The sail panel. Now this one does have scratches right here. I can see them. You know, I don't know if it shows on camera or not, the difference between, because that's a layer of powder like that one or a scratch like that one. But in person, you can definitely see the difference. So, unfortunately, I have to step in the car to reach most of the roof. So, doors had to come back open. Yeah, and this is how I do my rubbers for the door. Is they're made out of old cloth. So, it's going to take probably a couple days because, you know, the weekend's coming to a close. And it's ice fishing season, so going to go fishing here in a little while. I think there'll be at least one more video, but or one more length of this video. But yeah, this is a lot of work. All right, I've been working on the roof, And I definitely have found a few more of those little speckles like we saw on the hood. So I think glazing putty is going to be called for. I've only done this side. I'll get over there in a second. But this is pretty stinking smooth. So I actually didn't do that bad a job on the roof. So I'll continue down. In fact, I think I'll go knock that side to where I'm at over here, because obviously I haven't done the drip rails or anything yet. So we'll get there. But yeah, this isn't too bad. Right, I'm shutting down the air. It's going to be it for the day. Heading fishing in a little bit. I'm knocking off early enough that hopefully I can get this video edited and up and have it go live while I'm out on the lake. But you can see we're making some progress here. Hopefully that shows up, but that's getting pretty stinking smooth. I'm into the C-pillar on both sides. I'm just tired. So yeah, hopefully the light shining kind of shows up on the camera. Don't know if it will, but yeah, that's plenty for today. I think when we're glazing, I've got 2 or 3 spots on here I definitely want to hit, but I think overall this is well, it's nicer than it was when I started, I'll tell you that. And honestly, I think it's going to be nicer than this car ever looked. So with that, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.